Welcome back to the Maumee Valley Whiskey Society. I'm the Bourbon Steward,
And I'm Jess.
and tonight is round 5 of our Bottle and Bond March Madness bracket. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get these mixed up, and while we do that, we're going to let you know what's in tonight's bracket. New Riff Bottle and Bond. Lee W. Sinclair from Spirits of French Lick Bottle and Bond. Old Overholt Bottle and Bond. Jack Daniels Bottle and Bond. Henry McKenna 10-year Bottle and Bond. And Jim Beam Bonded. Okay, these are thoroughly switched up. I don't know which was which, do you?
No way.
Okay, so we'll get right into the tasting. Class 1. Pretty decent. Nice nose right off the bat. It's got some fruits and vanilla, almost like a little custard.
You got a slight hint of oak.
Yeah, there's a little bit of oakiness too there. There's some like powder sugarness. That's a pretty good nose. Cheers.
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta say, that's nice.
It's the dark fruit with a little bit of oak and nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice, a lot of peanut butter onto the end of the palate, into the finish. Good kind of fruity sweetness with some like powder sugar vanilla up front, rolling in the mid palate. The mouthfeel was good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into glass 2. Ooh, much more fruit on this one, like a candied, like a gummy bear fruit.
I think I got some orange.
Yeah, a little orange. Like a mixed, like mixed candy fruit. Like, you know those orange candies that are shaped like an orange slice that are covered in the sugar? Not as complex on the nose as one.
That's sticking to the glass well, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers. Good candy fruit sweetness. A little bit of oak. Slight. Finish is a little dry and gets a little bitter.
I don't know what it is. It's like a is it maybe like a gingerbread cookie? Maybe that I'm.
Okay.
Getting
Now
on
that
the
you see, I
palate.
could see a little bit of gingerbread cookie in there. Dark molasses, almost like the real molasses, is bitter. A little bit of bitterness there. Okay. Not as great. Not bad, but not great. All right, let's get into glass 3. Ooh, this is different.
It smells like buttery.
It smells like punchkis. Right. I mean, it was recently Fat Tuesday. Maybe we got punchkis on the line.
I guess.
Smells like punchkis. Like that, like buttery dough. Not quite a donut, but like really heavy buttery dough. Yeah. Buttery, yeasty dough.
With some
A little bit of
sugar on it.
sweetness. Yeah, a little bit of sweetness. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm getting that on the palate.
Yeah, that transfers to the palate. Kind of yeasty, buttery, like a pastry dough. Not much more than that, though. The finish is
not
decent.
really.
The finish is just kind of there. Kind of goes through.
You don't get much spice. You don't get the proof tingle. It kind
Nope.
of just.
No spice.
It's not bad. It just there isn't much going on.
It's very simple. Okay, we've made it through 3 of the pours. We have 3 left. But first, I want to stop and tell you about Maumee Valley Whiskey Society Facebook page. Go ahead and check that out. That's where we post all of our events, our barrel picks that we do, when and how those are released, and all the information of everything we have going on in the Whiskey Society. Post a link down in the description where you can find that. Also, down in the description will be a link to our Patreon if you would like to join and help support what we do here. Not only do we put out content, the Facebook Society does events and groups together. We also raise money for charities. 2 charities we're supporting this year are Children's Hunger Alliance, providing food to kids on the school assistance programs when they're not at school on the weekends and summer, and Special Spaces, which is a group that goes in and does complete bedroom makeovers for kids who are battling cancer and can't leave their homes. So those are the groups we're raising money for this year. Check out our events, and especially if you're in the local Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan area, please join in our in-person events. Also, you can check out MaumeeValleyWhiskey.com. That's our home on the internet, where you can find our events calendar and a link to our merch store to buy hats like this, shirts like that, Glencairns with our logo, and more. Also, if you enjoy this video, please click the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to make sure you don't miss any new videos. All right, let's move on to glass 4. This one's a little different too.
Nice. It's like caramelized wood.
Yeah, there's a sugary wood component. Yeah. There's almost like a cherry kind of cough syrup candy. Not a cough syrup, cough drop. More like a cough drop candy.
No, like a cherry fruit snack.
Could be. Well, it's a little muted. It's not real strong.
Yeah, what I see what you're talking about.
It's definitely there. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I get some of that candy, kind of gummy fruit sweetness carries forward on the palate. Not really giving me that cherry cough drop that I was getting on the nose.
Oh, it's sweeter than that.
It's a little sweeter than that. It's still pretty simple. Finish is short to medium, simple. It's not drying. It's not overly sweet. It's not bad. Yeah, I'd say this is a simple, nice, straightforward, pleasant bourbon. Nothing spectacular. All right, let's move on to glass 5. Glass 5 looks a little darker. Oh, that's a good nose. Ooh, that's deep and rich. That's creamy, like a banana chocolate cream caramel pudding, all mixed together. It's rich. A little bit of that, a little bit of that buttery, yeasty kind of bread, like a pastry bread dough in there, but it's layered with that like pudding dessert richness. That's good. Cheers. Similar notes carried forward, but then it got like a really crafty corn.
I got that corn mid palate.
Yeah, really crafty, like sweet corn pudding. With all of those other notes we said on the nose, kind of really in the background, kind of layered underneath.
That's pretty corn forward.
It is pretty corn forward. The nose is still really good. It's different. It's good in a different way. All right, let's get into the last glass. This one's pretty dark too. Ooh. That's
like buttered toffee.
That's a sweet buttered toffee bread nose.
What about bread? I just get buttered toffee.
Yeah, but it's more than just the toffee. There's something holding up. There's some sort of pastry holding that up though. But it's a real nice, well-rounded, mild, even drinking whiskey. Not as much as that toffee kind of sweetness carries forward on the palate, but it is like buttery. The mouth feels really nice.
Yeah, it's viscous. It's kind of, like the mouth feel is definitely what you're looking for.
It wasn't as sweet as I expected from the nose, but it's nice. Let's get a second sip. Pretty good. We have some decent pours in this round. This is better than last round. All right, we've been through all 6. You've seen our first impressions. We're going to have to go through and side by side and figure out what our ranking is. When we have that, we'll be back. All right, we're back with our rankings, and this round was, I think, much better than the last couple of rounds. There were a lot of these, at least for me, like at least 1, 2, and 3 are still very good whiskeys. So even though only one is moving around to the championship round, don't take that as a knock against at least 2 and 3 and probably 4 as well, because these actually were pretty good.
They were a little harder to rank.
Yeah, it was definitely a little harder. We had to spend a little more time with the top couple. So let's go ahead and find out what these are. I'll get my key. All right, I got my key. And in last place was glass number 2.
Which is
glass number 2 is bottle 6. Bottle 6. Wow. Okay. I did not call that. This is the Lee W. Sinclair 4-grain bottle and bond. This is out of Spirits of French Lick Distillery in Indiana. It is not MGP. This is their own stuff. It's just different. I like it, but it's just different.
What's the 4th grain? Oats.
Yeah, this is the oats. So that is the last place. And in 5th place was glass number 3. Glass number 3 was bottle number 1. Bottle 1. Okay, I expected this to come in a little higher. Bottle 1 is Jim Beam Bonded. Actually, pretty decent product out of the regular Jim Beam label. I expected that to come in a little higher, but okay. Jim Beam Bonded, 5th place. In 4th place was glass 5. Glass 5 was bottle 4. Bottle 4, not a bad showing for another Jim Beam product. Old Overholt Bottle and Bond. So, 4th place, near the middle, not a bad showing, especially for a like $20, $23 bottle. Yep. All right. Now we get into the top 3. In 3rd place was glass 4. Glass 4 is bottle 2. Wow. Okay, so this was surprising. Bottle 2 is Henry McKenna 10-year bottle and bond. Wow, coming in 3rd place. That means that a new distiller that we love beat it. Well, I don't know how far up the ranking it is, but let's see. In 2nd place was glass 6. Glass 6 is bottle 5. Okay. Bottle 5. New Riff Bottle and Bond out of Covington, Kentucky. So New Riff beating Henry McKenna 10-year bottle and bond. That's awesome. And that means our winner, bottle 3, Jack Daniel's Bottle and Bond whiskey. So this is not the new bonded. This is the old bottle and bond version that used to be export only. You can find some places in the U.S. now. But Jack Daniel's Bottle and Bond is our winner for round 5, and we'll be moving on to the championship. Okay, so that means that this upcoming Saturday for our Maumee Valley Whiskey Society virtual blind flight night in the Bottle and Bond March Madness Bracket Championship will be George Dickel 13-year Bottle and Bond, E.H. Taylor Small Batch Bottle and Bond, Bardstown Origin Series Bottle and Bond, Old Granddad Bottle and Bond, and Jack Daniel's Bottle and Bond. That's going to be great. If you are in the local area and you are one of our members, go ahead and look up that event on their Facebook page. Sign up. Tickets are going to sell quick for that. And if not, just watch along and see who wins. So until next time, cheers.